Imagine for a moment that the universe is whispering your name, not through words, but through rhythm, through numbers, through the quiet alignment of energy that meets you in the stillness of your own breath. Every event that has unfolded lately, the delays, the breakthroughs, the silences, has been a part of something greater. The divine is not distant, it is coded into the vibration of every moment, waiting for you to awaken to its language. This is the season when the cosmos calls you to rise above the surface of routine and listen deeply to what your soul has been trying to tell you. Baba Vanga once prophesied that there would come a time when humankind would begin to see with the inner eye, to perceive truth not through logic, but through vibration. Nostradamus, too, foresaw a cycle when hidden wisdom would resurface, guiding those who are ready to align with higher frequencies. That time is now. The sacred numbers you are about to encounter are not mere digits. They are ancient keys unlocking new states of awareness. When you see them, it's not coincidence, it's consciousness in motion. Each number is a message from the infinite, a pulse from the divine that seeks to harmonize your mind, body, and spirit. These frequencies shape reality itself, like threads weaving through your destiny. The Buddha once said, "Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it." These numbers illuminate that very path, the journey from confusion to clarity, from attachment to awakening. They are reminders that what you seek has always been seeking you. The energy of this period vibrates with transformation. You may feel things shifting, subtle at first like ripples before a wave. This is the universe aligning your frequency to attract what is truly yours. The old must dissolve to make space for the new, and these sacred numbers will act as signposts through that evolution. Trust the process, even when it feels uncertain. The uncertainty itself is your initiation. In the silence between your thoughts, can you feel the pulse of the universe guiding you toward your next awakening? Number 12. The rhythm of cosmic balance. The number 12 has always carried the vibration of divine order. The 12 petals of the lotus, the 12 phases of the moon, the 12 gates through which the soul journeys toward enlightenment. It is the number of rhythm, reminding you that life itself is a sacred cycle of beginnings and returns. When 12 begins to appear in your path, it signals that the universe is orchestrating balance between your dreams and your duties, your emotions and your intuition, your spirit and your reality. It is the whisper of cosmic harmony, calling you to align with your higher flow. Baba Vanga once hinted that human destiny would find balance only when people learn to listen to the unseen laws that govern energy. The appearance of 12 in your orbit means those laws are now working through you. Nostradamus spoke of 12 as the gate between human limitation and divine vision, where intuition begins to replace logic. Under this vibration, your perception deepens. You begin to see that every challenge is a sacred teacher, and every delay is an act of divine timing preparing you for what is truly meant for your path. In numerology, 1 represents creation, and 2 represents union. Together they form 12, the dance between independence and connection. It teaches that you cannot evolve in isolation. You must grow through harmony, through balance, through understanding both shadow and light. The Buddha taught in the end these things matter most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? And how deeply did you let go? Number 12 echoes that wisdom. To live fully is to flow with life's rhythm, not resist it. When you align with the vibration of 12, you begin to move with the universe instead of against it. Old patterns fade and clarity begins to rise like dawn after a long night. You realize that balance is not stillness, it is motion in harmony. The breath of the cosmos moving through you. To embrace this energy is to understand that peace is not found by avoiding chaos, but by dancing gracefully within it. Are you ready to trust the divine rhythm that is unfolding every step of your journey, even when it moves in ways you cannot yet see? Number 9. The power of completion and release. The number 9 carries the vibration of sacred endings, not the end as loss, but the end as liberation. It is the moment the lotus closes after blooming, returning its fragrance to the wind. When 9 begins to appear in your path, it is a sign that a cycle in your life is completing, a relationship, a habit, a phase of being. And through that ending, your spirit is preparing for rebirth. In the language of the universe, 9 is the breath of surrender, the gentle reminder that what you release with peace returns to you purified. Baba Vanga once foresaw a period when humanity would shed its illusions to rediscover its divine purpose. The number 9 resonates with that prophecy. It is the energy of spiritual maturity, the wisdom that blooms after storms. Nostradamus described 9 as the number of divine foresight, where vision is no longer clouded by fear. When this number enters your experience, it invites you to stop resisting the inevitable and to trust that what is leaving your life is making space for something far greater than what you can imagine. In numerology, 9 is the highest single digit, the culmination of all lessons, the master of endings and beginnings. It holds the vibration of compassion, forgiveness, and enlightenment. As the Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. Number 9 asks you to loosen your grip on what no longer serves your soul and to let it flow away with grace. Through release, you become weightless enough to rise into your next dimension of being. Under the light of 9, every heartbreak becomes a teacher, every loss a sacred cleansing. It reminds you that healing is not about forgetting, it is about remembering with peace. When you let go, the energy you once tied to the past returns to you as power. You begin to see that closure is not the end of love, but its evolution, an awakening that allows love to exist in purer form, free of attachment. Can you allow yourself to release what your soul has already outgrown, trusting that every ending is a gateway to a higher beginning? Number 24. The unseen force of inner balance. The number 24 is a sacred bridge, a union between the spiritual and the material, the moonlight and the sun's warmth, the seen and the unseen. It is the quiet rhythm that holds the cosmos in harmony. When 24 begins to appear around you, in time, dates, or subtle signs, it carries a divine reminder: you are not walking alone. The universe is synchronizing your inner world with your outer reality. Your emotions, thoughts, and actions are weaving new realities, shaping the path beneath your feet in silence. This number is the vibration of grounded faith, asking you to believe in divine timing, even when logic cannot comprehend it. In the prophecies of Baba Vanga, she once spoke of a phase in human evolution when invisible helpers, energies of light, would work beside those whose intentions are pure. Number 24 is aligned with that prophecy. It is the frequency of divine support, the unseen guidance that steadies your heart when fear tries to shake your steps. Nostradamus described such energy as the hidden current of destiny, the force that moves beneath what the eyes can perceive. When 24 enters your life, it whispers that unseen hands are helping you manifest your purpose, anchoring your dreams into form. Numerologically, 2 represents partnership, and 4 represents structure and foundation. Together they form 24, the perfect equilibrium between faith and form. It reminds you that you must build your dreams with both devotion and discipline. The Buddha once taught, peace comes from within, do not seek it without. Number 24 teaches exactly this. Your stability, your success, and your serenity all begin within your inner alignment. When the heart and the mind are balanced, miracles no longer appear as miracles. They become the natural rhythm of your existence. The energy of 24 also carries the frequency of gratitude. It tells you that what you nurture with love grows in infinite ways. Even the smallest act of kindness plants energetic seeds that bloom far beyond what the eyes can see. This number encourages you to slow down, breathe, and feel the divine harmony that is already unfolding in your life. You are being guided toward a more stable, compassionate, and spiritually anchored version of yourself, one that no longer seeks peace but radiates it. When you truly surrender to this vibration, you begin to feel life itself breathing through you, calm, certain, timeless. The unseen becomes seen, and what once felt uncertain begins to make perfect sense. Every experience, even the difficult ones, are revealed as sacred threads in your divine tapestry. Can you trust that the balance you seek is not something to find, but something already awakening within you? Number 36. The flame of self-transformation. The number 36 vibrates with the energy of inner alchemy, the sacred process of turning pain into wisdom, chaos into clarity, and confusion into awakening. It is the number of transformation through self-awareness. When 36 begins to appear around you, the universe is reminding you that every challenge is a hidden invitation to rise, just as fire purifies gold. The trials you face are refining your spirit into brilliance. Number 36 burns with the flame of evolution. It tells you that you are not breaking down, you are breaking open. Baba Vanga once foretold that humanity would enter an age when inner strength would become the true power, not wealth or force, but spiritual resilience. The vibration of 36 is woven with that prophecy. It carries the frequency of awakening through endurance. Nostradamus described such times as the purification of the soul through the storm. When you see 36, it means you are being initiated into higher consciousness. The lessons you once resisted are now shaping your wisdom. You are being called to trust the fire instead of fearing it, for it is through this sacred heat that the soul remembers its divine essence. In numerology, 3 represents creativity and expression, while 6 symbolizes healing, love, and responsibility. Together they form 36, the number of compassionate creation. It is a call to use your gifts not only to elevate yourself, but to uplift others. The Buddha taught, no one saves us but ourselves. No one can, and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. This number echoes that truth. Your transformation begins the moment you stop seeking saviors and realize that the divine flame you've been searching for burns within your own heart. The energy of 36 encourages you to rise from every fall with grace. Each disappointment, each heartbreak, each delay carries wisdom coded within it. When you begin to see your life as a sacred training ground rather than a punishment, the walls of limitation dissolve. You realize that the universe never tests you, it teaches you, molding you into a vessel of strength, compassion, and clarity. This is the essence of 36. Rebirth through realization. Under this number's light, you start to understand that transformation is not sudden. It's the art of blooming slowly, of trusting that the ashes left behind are not endings, but beginnings. The divine fire that burns within you is not here to destroy, but to awaken. It cleanses what is false and illuminates what is eternal. Can you look at the flames of your life, not with fear, but with reverence, knowing they are shaping you into who you were always meant to become? Number 18. The path of inner surrender. The number 18 carries the vibration of release, the quiet art of letting go so that something higher can take its place. It arrives, like a whisper, from the unseen world, asking you to loosen your grip on control and trust the unseen hands of destiny. The energy of 18 does not roar or demand attention. It moves like a soft tide, gently washing away the layers of resistance we've built around our hearts. It reminds you that not everything needs to be understood. Some things only need to be felt. When 18 appears, it is the universe saying, rest, surrender, let me carry you for a while. In the realm of Buddhist wisdom, surrender is not weakness. It is the purest form of courage. The Buddha once said, you only lose what you cling to. This is the heart of 18, to teach us that release is liberation. We often try to force the flow of life, shaping it to our will, but the more we push, the more the current resists. The vibration of 18 asks us to trust the current, to float, to allow the river of existence to carry us toward where we truly belong. It is the number of peace through acceptance, of clarity born from quietness. The essence of 18 is built from the union of 1 and 8, the beginning and the infinite. The 1 carries the energy of new creation, the spark of will and individuality. The 8 holds the endless rhythm of balance, karma, and universal flow. Together, they create the perfect balance between personal intention and divine surrender. This union reminds us that true mastery is not about control, but about harmony between effort and trust. You must walk your path with purpose, yet remain open to the way the universe reshapes that path as you evolve. In the teachings of the enlightened ones, there is a beautiful paradox. The moment you stop chasing enlightenment, it begins to find you. The same holds true for abundance, love, and peace. Number 18 tells you that life unfolds most beautifully when you stop gripping it too tightly. Imagine your thoughts as clouds, forming, shifting, dissolving. The sky never tries to hold them, it simply allows. When you learn to live like the sky, your storms begin to clear. The energy of 18 also reflects the karmic truth that everything you release with love returns to you purified. When you forgive, you don't set others free, you set yourself free. When you stop overthinking outcomes, the universe begins to orchestrate them in ways more divine than you could ever plan. The moment you let go, you make space for miracles. So, pause for a moment and breathe. What are you holding on to that keeps your spirit heavy? A memory, a fear, an expectation, a person? Can you allow it to drift away with grace, trusting that what's meant for you will never need to be forced? The number 18 is your sacred reminder. Surrender is not the end of control, it's the beginning of peace. Bonus number 8, the circle of infinite balance. There is a quiet power hidden within the number 8, a power so ancient, so perfectly balanced, that it echoes the very rhythm of the universe. Look closely at its form. 2 equal circles stacked upon one another, each mirroring the other in eternal harmony. Turn it sideways, and it becomes the symbol of infinity. No beginning, no end, just the endless dance between giving and receiving, between the spiritual and the material. The energy of 8 is not about luck, it is about alignment. It is the wisdom that wealth without balance leads to emptiness, and peace without purpose fades into stagnation. In the sacred language of numerology, 8 represents mastery, not over others but over the self. It is the number of karmic equilibrium, the bridge where intention meets manifestation. Baba Vanga once spoke of a time when humanity would rediscover the sacred balance between spiritual wisdom and material abundance, when the soul and the world would no longer compete but collaborate. The vibration of 8 is the prophecy of that awakening. It reminds us that the universe does not punish or reward. It simply mirrors what we are within. When your thoughts, words, and actions move in alignment, life begins to echo that harmony back in the form of opportunities, prosperity, and deep inner peace. In Buddhist philosophy, this number holds profound symbolism through the noble eightfold path: right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. These are not mere steps, but energetic frequencies that lead to freedom. The Buddha taught that when one walks this path in balance, the illusions of suffering dissolve like mist under sunlight. That is the true essence of 8. Not the chase of success, but the embodiment of balance so complete that success naturally flows to you. The energy of 8 teaches you that abundance is not built overnight. It is sculpted with discipline, nurtured with patience, and sustained by alignment. Many chase wealth without first building inner stability, and so their fortune flickers like a candle in the wind. But when your inner world is steady, your outer world becomes fertile ground for prosperity. Think of a calm lake. It reflects everything perfectly because it does not move. The same is true for you. When your mind is still, it mirrors the divine order of the universe, and creation responds. The number 8 is also a sacred reminder of reciprocity, that every act of kindness, every offering, every thought born from compassion sets in motion a cycle that always returns. Give without calculation, work with purpose, rest with gratitude, and the circle completes itself. This is how 8 teaches the ultimate truth. You are not separate from the flow of abundance. You are the flow. So close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, are your inner and outer worlds in harmony? Do you move with the rhythm of giving and receiving, or are you holding too tightly to control one side of the circle? Remember, true prosperity is not found in more, it is found in balance. The number 8 whispers softly through the fabric of the universe. When you live in harmony with both spirit and matter, abundance is no longer something to seek. It becomes who you are. As this journey draws to its quiet end, remember, the numbers you've just discovered are not coincidences or random symbols. They are living vibrations, echoes of the universe communicating through patterns, cycles, and synchronicities. Each number, 12, 9, 24, 36, 18, and the infinite 8, is a doorway into a deeper layer of your consciousness. When you align yourself with their energy, you begin to feel life not as chaos, but as divine rhythm. Every challenge becomes a teaching, every delay a blessing in disguise, and every ending the beginning of something higher. Baba Vanga once said that the greatest transformations often come silently, like dawn breaking behind clouds. Nostradamus wrote that destiny is not written in stars alone, but in the choices we make while listening to their light. These prophecies were never warnings. They were reminders. The power to shift your fate begins when you start listening, not to the noise of fear, but to the pulse of the universe flowing within you. The ancient seers, the monks, and the mystics all understood one truth: alignment creates miracles. In Buddhist wisdom, life is not a path to chase, but a rhythm to join. The numbers you've explored today are sacred mirrors. They show you where your energy flows freely and where it still resists. They remind you that abundance is not something outside waiting to be captured. It is an awakening within waiting to be recognized. When you live with awareness, each breath, each thought, each act becomes a note in the great symphony of existence. So, as you step forward, carry this truth gently. The universe is not against you, it moves with you. The more you trust its flow, the more it opens its hidden doors. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you align, the less you chase. Every sacred number you've heard is simply pointing you home, to your own infinite stillness, your balance, your light. Ask yourself quietly, am I ready to move in rhythm with the universe, to let peace guide my steps, and to allow abundance to flow through me effortlessly? Because the moment you answer yes, the universe whispers back, welcome home.